Hi all of you, back with another video on Kubernetes. So in this video I am going to show you how to create control plane, how to create your master in your on your EC2 instance. As you all can see, I am here. So it's time to launch instance, alright, because you can't make on your master on your regular T2 micro. So first of all you have to choose your this Ubuntu, alright, Ubuntu server 20.04. Now you have to select this. Now you have to select this one, T2 dot medium, alright, because for control plane for your master of your Kubernetes you need two virtual CPUs. You can't make on one virtual CPU, and you can make on your free tier account as well, alright. My account is also free tier account, alright. So you need two virtual CPUs and you need 4 GB memories, alright. So it's time to do next. Now leave it default. Now it's time to do next. Now everything will be default here as well. Do next. If you want to add name, you can write like this, name, and write here what should I write, control plane. You can write master as well, both are same, control plane. Now do next. Add here all TCP, also add here HTTPS and also HTTP, and do here anywhere, do the source anywhere, alright. So it's time to review and launch. Now everything is good, I think, alright, everything is good. Now it's time to launch. Now I can choose my existing key, which is your Ubuntu, but for you all guys I am creating new key for you all guys. So let me write here Kubernetes, alright, Kubernetes. Now it's time to download your key, alright, and it's time to not launch now. First you have to configure. As you all have installed this putty, first you have to open this putty gen, alright. Now you have to load key from your download and click on, you can see there is no key, but you have to do here all files. Now you can see that kubernetes.pem. now you have to open it and save to your desktop or anywhere else. I prefer to save on desktop. Write here name, write here Kubernetes, alright, and now save here. Now it's time to open putty, alright, and open this SSH, and now browse your key. Where is my Kubernetes is here, as you all can see. Now it's time to add a session. Here I will paste IP. So let me now launch my instance. It's time to launch, alright. Now it's time to scroll down and view instances. As you all can see, first I have to write here name. I don't know why the name is not here. Let me write here K8S, alright. I think this is good. This is Kubernetes. So now as you can see, the state is pending. Let me open this putty gen load Kubernetes. Where is my key? I can't see. There it is, key Kubernetes. It is not this one, this one is my key Kubernetes, alright. So it's time to open. Now as you all can see, my machine is running, and it's time to copy its IP and paste here. Let me see first what all keys I have Kubernetes. So now it's time to open. Now it's time to accept as well. Now first let me log in as Ubuntu, not as EC2-user, because this is your Ubuntu. So now it's time to first change appearance for you all, also for myself as well. Do 28 bold, and this should be unispace font. And it's time to change color. I think white color should be good for now. It's time to apply. It's time to first clear the screen by pressing Ctrl plus L, as you all know. Now it's time to do sudo -i to be a root user. As you all can see, now I am root user. Now it's time to clear screen again. So let me do one thing. Let me run command, which is your first let me update this machine. Not yum, it is Ubuntu. So apt update -y to do yes automatically. Now as you all can see, my machine is updating. So I will show you. This is your where is your command? Let me. So as you all can see, kind installation steps. So what is kind? Kind means Kubernetes in Docker. Alright. So as I already taught you Docker, so for containers I think Docker is best. And first you have to run these commands, then you have to run these, and then you have to run these. So this is the your YAML file. You can see this is your config file. As you all know that in Ansible there is your playbook where we write YAML file. Similarly in Kubernetes we also write YAML file, which we call as a manifest. In Ansible we call it as a playbook, and in Kubernetes we call it manifest. So now as you all can see, my machine is updated. Now it's time to install apt docker, not docker, apt install docker. Alright, as you all can see, it is asking me for permission to do yes or no. Yes, install docker here. As you all can see, docker is installing. Now it is installed. To check what is command, you can write which docker, or alright, to check the path of docker. Why it doesn't show which docker? It is not showing. First let me write here docker -, version. Alright, -, version. Install docker.io. Alright, so let me install this one, docker.io, because this is your Ubuntu. Some commands are different here. Alright, as you all can see, my docker is now installing. Let's see it installs or not. So then after config file, you have to run the end of the stuff. First this is ctl, and after that you have to run this kind create cluster. Cluster means your bunch of, you can say, the control plane with your nodes is known as cluster. Alright, Kubernetes cluster is known as your master plus your working nodes. So let me check the docker again. Which docker? Now as you can see that docker is installed, user bin docker. This is the path where docker is installed, and let me see docker version as well. It is not showing. Let me do one thing, docker -, or you can add -v as well. I think it will run. Yes, it is showing docker version this, build this. Alright, you can't see further stuff because I am there. This line is behind me. So let me do one thing. I think now this is good. Alright, so now it's time to move ahead. Let me install. So I want to create this this server as a control plane. Alright, or should I write here control plane? Let me write here master. Now it's time to save. Alright, so now I want to make this master because this is not in my, this server not listed in my free tier account, because it contains your two virtual CPUs and 4 GB RAM. So now it's time to do one thing, that first let me run those commands. First let me run these commands. Alright, let me copy from here, now paste here. As you all can see, something is going on. Alright, now it's time to clear again screen. So let me show you the stuff. As you all can see, now it's time to copy further commands which are here. Now it's time to copy these, copy. Alright, now it's time to paste. I think this is same. Let me see. kubectl. No, so everything is good right now, because this command is up for your kubectl, which is your CLI tool of Kubernetes. So now it's time to copy, but not here. Let me copy this stuff, copy, and now it's time to create a directory here known as setup, or you want to create with another name you can take, but I prefer this setup. And first go to this setup. Alright, now it's time to create a file name as config. Alright, like in Ansible we write the name playbook. For now here we write config. Now enter in this and press I. Now it's time to paste here. As you all know that the hash represents your commit in shell scripting in Linux. It means that this is your commit. Alright, let me go below. Yes, so this is your commit. Alright, but it's going upward. So now you can see the role is control plane and role worker, which means I am creating two worker nodes and one control plane. And yeah, that's about it. And now it's time to do save and quit by pressing :WQ, and it's time to press enter. So now it's time to run this config file, but before that you have to run another command, which is your this one. Let me first go here. You have to first run this command sysctl netfilter. Copy this command and first go out from here, double dot. Now you can run that command. Alright, so now it's time to run this command. Where is this? Create cluster config file. Alright, copy this. You have to copy this whole line. Alright, kind create cluster. Kind means Kubernetes and Docker, as I already told you. So now it's time to go again in your setup directory, and you can run here because your config file exists here. Alright, so it's time to run this command. Now it's time to press enter. Error, failed to create cluster. Error, read file opening config file. What is the error? Failed to create cluster. I think config file. Let me see again what is the problem here. Let me see. Let me do ls config. Let me rename this as config file. Alright, config file, not this. Config file. Alright, now I think everything is good. Let me see again. What is my config file? I think yeah, this is good. That error is occurring because of there is a problem in my name of my file. Alright, it's time to press enter. Alright, so now if I do ls, now this is now renamed. So now it's time to run that command again, kind create cluster. Now you can see that cluster is creating, ensuring node image. Now you can see that, as you all know that I have installed Docker recently, so there is no container in it, so it is creating node image from Docker. You can see the kindest node, and it is pulling from your Docker hub. Alright, so let it do what is it is doing, and I will paste the link of this document. Alright, link of this document in my description, you can check it out. Alright, first you have to run these three commands. Alright, copy and paste by right click, as you all can see by doing this one is your right click. Alright, so after that you have to do this, you have to run this command. After that you have to make a directory name as setup, and after that you have to create a file by vi editor, and you have to paste this stuff there, and then you have to run the command, this config file. But remember that make the file name as config file. So I have named as config, but here you can see it is config file, so you have to do this. Alright, I think this is, now you can see that preparing nodes. Alright, it is preparing node, as you all can see, writing configuration, starting control plane, because this is your control plane, this is your master. Alright, I am really excited because finally I am starting Kubernetes on my channel. And after this Kubernetes, the basic, when you get the basic understanding of Kubernetes, how it works, how you can manage all the containers by it, so I think I will start a CKA course, which is your certified Kubernetes admin. After doing this stuff, finishing all this DevOps stuff, I think that will be starting soon, but I can't give you the 100% surety that I will start. First let me do this, after that only I can land to any decision. So as you all can see, installing storage class, joining worker nodes, everything is good, installing CNI. Alright, so everything, you can see the icons are also here. So what is this? Let me clear screen, let me show you that what it is saying. Set kubectl context to kind. Alright, you can now use your cluster with kubectl cluster -info -fn context kind. Thanks for using kind. And you can see this face as well. Kind means your Kubernetes in Docker. I already told you. So now it's time to run a command, which is your kubectl. I already told you what is kubectl. Let me show you. Let me open this one. Alright, as you all know that the kubectl is your, where is your kubectl? Yeah, there it is. So your kubectl is your CLI of Kubernetes. So now it's time to run the commands. Kubectl get nodes, it shows you the nodes. Alright, now as you all can see, it is showing nodes, kind control plane, kind worker 2. Alright, so let me tell you one thing, that you can take a worker, let me show you. You can take worker T2 micro. Alright, you can take any machine, and you can take one virtual CPU for worker. Alright, there is no need to take T2 medium to take it is not mandatory to take two virtual CPUs for worker node as well. It is only for your control plane. Alright, so kubectl get nodes, and let me see docker ps -a. Let me see, there are containers, you can see that, as you all can see that. Let me clear screen first. Alright, let me show you. I haven't run the docker, I haven't created any of the container. I already showed you, but you can see the Kubernetes itself started 3 containers, and they are up for 3 minutes. One is for control, I think one is your for control plane, one is for your kind worker, and kind worker 2. Alright, I think this is enough for today. And yeah, that's about for today, I think, because this video is all about installing Kubernetes on your control plane. And because you can't find how to install Kubernetes and how to configure, so now I have configured control plane. In the next from the next video I will do something on Kubernetes. I don't know what I will do, but I will start my Kubernetes course. All right, so I think, yeah, that's about for today. And just make this machine. Also, forget to like, forget to subscribe, forget to share as well, but don't forget to stop this machine. All right, don't forget to stop this machine, forget everything. All right, so as you all can see, remote site unexpectedly closed network connection, let it close. Now as you all can see, my master is closing. In the next video I will uh, make worker nodes as well, node 1 and node 2, if there is need. I think there is need, so I will make that as well in my next video. Also, the main content of Kubernetes will be starting from the next video. So if you want, if you want to share with somebody, you can share. And this document I will link with the name this Kubernetes installation material. You can check it out, that is in the description. You can check it out as well. I think, yeah, everything is clear now. Bye for now. ਸਿੱਧੇ ਮੱਥੇ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਰੋਕ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ